Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. Today I'm guiding you through a yin yoga for detox practice. And in today's practice, we'll be focusing on massaging and compressing through the abdomen and the internal organs, as well as some target areas in the tissue to help to remove waste from the organs and the tissues of the body. So we're going to get started today lying down on our belly, and we'll use either a bolster or a blanket that you can fold in half about 3 times so there's a bit of firmness to the blanket. And we'll take our prop and we're going to bring the prop across the pelvis just to break up any tension through the lower abdomen. So you want your prop below the navel center, making sure that you can fully breathe. And then rest down onto the belly. And you can either bring a pillow or stack your palms to rest your forehead, softening through your glutes and resting through the legs and pelvis. And as you come into this lying down position, focus on bringing your breath deeply into the back body. Feeling the whole back body expanding with breath. And with each exhalation, feeling the pelvis rest on the prop below. On your next breath, slightly lift the chest and walk the forearms to the ground, bringing your elbows underneath the shoulders. And let's take a few more breaths here in Sphinx pose. 3 breaths. And exhaling, widen the elbows open, relax back down. And this time as you come down, tuck your toes, place your palms under your shoulders, and slowly lift up and back into child's pose. You can slide the prop off to the side and rest your hips back towards your heels, bringing both palms out in front of you in line with your shoulders. And continue to bring your breath into the back body. Feeling a little bit of a stretch through the side line of your body. And we're going to work into a twist for the upper spine from child's pose. So let's inhale, lift the heart slightly, and we'll thread the right arm below the left and lower down to the right shoulder. Turning your head towards the left. And taking one more breath into the back of the shoulder, massaging through the small intestine meridian line. And then releasing the arms, stretching both palms in front of you and resting here for a moment. Just letting the energy flow down through the arm line. And as you're ready, now we'll thread the left arm under the right, turning our head towards the right. And you can always add a small pillow under your cheek if this feels a little hard on your neck. Bringing some massage and compression to that point at the shoulder. And taking 3 more breaths. Unwinding and stretching both palms in front of you. Breathing deeply into the shoulders. And we'll tuck our toes underneath us, stretching up and back into downward facing dog. And softening through the knees, coming back down to all fours. And from all fours, let's slide our left knee behind our left wrist, and we'll move towards pigeon pose, stretching through the liver line in the body, extending your back leg behind you and adjusting the front heel so it's a bit closer towards the groin. And you can always add props underneath the hip or even the thigh, feeling the stretch through the outer hip and the glute. And then slowly lowering down. And if you come down into this position and it feels too intense for your knees, then you can come onto your back and cross the left ankle over the thigh as a modification. Adding any props you might need for your forehead or your chest. For your last few breaths, let's lift up again into an extended spine, bringing your palms under your shoulders and lengthening the spine upward, expanding through your chest and breathing here. Letting go of stagnancies through the body, and the tissues, organs and systems of the body. And letting go of any stagnancies in your mind. Inviting in a sense of lightness into the body and mind. Very slowly tucking your back toes and draw the knee forward a few times, shifting the weight to your palms, and release through the left leg. You can either pulse the leg out behind you by tucking your toes and pulsing the heel to the back wall, or you can press back into downward dog, pedaling one foot up and then the other, and softly swaying through the hips. And sensing the movement of fluids down through the leg line. And perhaps the deeper circulation through the energetic system of the body. And we'll come into pigeon pose on the right side, and drawing the right knee behind the right wrist. Gentle flex through the front foot to protect the knee, and walking the back toes back. Shifting the weight of the body towards the hip and adding any props underneath the right hip, folding forward. And let's take some time in this posture with the chest lifted, slowly drawing up. And taking your breath higher up into your chest. And noticing any stagnant emotions rising up to the surface. Often when we stimulate the liver line in this practice, and stir up stagnant emotional energies that are stored in the tissue. So this is another layer of detoxification. Just allowing the emotions to rise up and dissipate through your breath. Inviting in the quality of harmony, lightness in the body, and harmony in the emotional body. And then we'll shift over to the right hip. And we'll bring both legs in front of us and just pause here for a moment, letting the fluids move down the leg line to the toes. Feeling the fluids of the body passing through the tissues and sweeping out any debris. And adding support underneath your sits bones, so you can add a folded blanket or even a yoga prop. And we'll relax at our knees and bring a rolled blanket or a smaller bolster, or maybe even a pillow underneath your knees so that the knees are slightly elevated. We're going to fold forward from here, and we're going to compress again through the lower abdomen, through the large intestine and through the colon, and bringing some stretch and opening to the kidneys. So as you fold forward, feeling that compression, even if you have to bend your knees a little bit more, and adding some support for the forehead so you can fully relax in this shape. Sending your breath into the kidneys at the mid-back. inviting in the deeper wisdom of the body. Bringing your fingers back by your hips, and take your time to roll up one vertebrae at a time, lifting your head last. And as your head floats up, walk your palms behind you, lean back, softly bend through the elbows, and lift through the back of the heart, broaden the collarbone, and look up. Let's exhale and draw the shoulders back up over your hips and remove your rolled blanket or bolster from underneath your knees and relax your knees down. Let's slowly bend through the knees, drawing the soles of our feet together to touch. And taking a breath, stretching through the inner leg line and gently rocking the knees up and down. And we'll take some time to massage through the side body, moving into the gallbladder line of the body. We'll turn our body over towards the left, inhaling here and taking a few breaths, and then we're folding forward over the left thigh, and let's stretch our fingertips forward as much as they can to start, and then root back and down through the right hip, taking a big breath. And then when you're ready, we're melting, letting go of the reaching through the hands and dropping over the left knee. You can always bring your props underneath your forehead here for some extra support, or maybe some propping underneath your knees. Letting the arms relax and feeling into the side stretch. And taking 3 breaths. Walking your palms back and slowly lifting through your chest. And we'll unwind back to center, closing your eyes. And then drawing the body over towards the right thigh. Rooting down through your left hip and walk your fingertips forward as much as you can. Taking a breath, breathing into the side line of the body, the side waist, into the rib cage. And then exhale and melt forward over the knee. Again, supporting your forehead, relaxing your arms, and you can softly bend your elbows and bring them back underneath the shoulders. Lifting up, bringing your chest back to center, take a breath, slide your palms down the leg lines towards the toes. Interlace your fingers here and fold from the hip crease over the toes. You can always prop your forehead, soften the shoulders, and relax your chest. And taking our final minute here. And we'll roll all the way back up, sliding the palms again up the leg lines, opening through the heart, floating your head up, helping your knees towards each other, feet flat to the ground, palms behind you. And take a breath, lifting your hips up, inhaling. Releasing through the lower back. And exhaling, bringing your hips down. And let's come down onto our back. Both knees to your chest. And taking a few breaths here to soften through the base of your skull and shoulder blades. Your whole spine relaxed on the ground. Organs of the body settle towards the earth. We'll bring our feet to the ground and then stretch one leg and the other out in front of us, wrapping each shoulder beneath the body. Letting the heart rest back in your rib cage. Rocking your head from one side and then over to the other and back through center. Relaxing the upper abdomen and the lower abdomen. And breathing into the circulation of fluids and prana through the tissues, through the organs and systems of the body. Feeling the movement through the emotional body. And the lightness in your mind. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And I'd love to hear about your practice in the comments, so please let me know how this practice went for you today. And until next time, namaste. For more yoga practices like these, please like this video, comment below, and share this video with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.